Well, the creek is nice and calm down there today. I'm gonna open up my Maxpedition fatty pack. On the inside here, I'm keeping this little gem. Oh, I dropped my knife. This little gem right here. This is the Firebox X case. Pretty sweet. So you open it up. Like that. Woo-ha. There's my Nano in TI. Some carbon felt. Solid fuel plate. And this is like a windscreen, handle protector, flame protector. Protects your handle from your flame when you're cooking with the stove. I use, as you can see, it's all blue. I use the crap out of it. Now on the inside here, see a couple things down in the grooves. You see these little legs that are down inside of there. What they do is they can push right into the felt here. I had already pushed them through. They push right into the felt. Kind of neat. If I can get them in there. Oh, I went the wrong way. I'm sorry. They go this way. There we go. That is a lot smoother. You can see I've used them already. In the case here, which is cool, you've got this X pattern. Okay. With the X pattern, open up the stove. Take out my Nano sticks there. You can do one of two things. One, you can lock it in to cook in this position, like so. Get a better view for you there. Okay, so the legs will go down in. I'm on uneven ground. So it's actually kind of cool that I'm on uneven ground because you can actually see the benefit of this case. And so you have it in the small position here, or we'll go to this open position like this. You can see what happens here is it really opens the stove up and it also locks it. I think this is really beneficial if you're going to use a larger cook pot on top of it. What this will then do is allow your legs here not to close on you, or if you're using something small, not to open up on you. You don't want that either. Now, personally, I've never ran into an issue with the Nano stove opening or closing on me, and I do like the fact that when I am cooking on it, if I want to close, I can reach down at the leg and just turn it. But this will lock the stove into also a position where you can pull the center up like that. Put some sticks in here, some larger diameter sticks, and you can use this in a Swedish torch style as well. And what you're doing is you're also protecting the ground from being burned. If you're going to a park and you don't want to, obviously scorch the ground, you're protecting it from that. And you're also keeping everything that you see here together, compact, and useful. Now this right here, this little windscreen, is cool because now you're not locked into having your windscreen surrounding you. It's a lightweight windscreen which you can move wherever you want to move it to. You can put it over here. You don't even need to have it locked underneath that. You can pull it underneath here. It's pretty cool. Today's not really a windy day, but I think that if you're going to use the stove to help trap in some heat, if you ran it close like this, work out for you really, really well. Now, I'm going to use my Coffey Spit. So I'm going to use the the carbon felt here, plus I'm going to use a windscreen, and I'm going to put my spit up here. And I'm also going to use the 5-inch Firebox grill plate just to sear the meat a little bit to lock in some of the juices before I use the spit. Let's get to that. It's not a perfect Swedish fire torch, but I think it'll do just fine. I had this right here by me. I didn't want to walk way over to the other side of my wood pile, so let's dig in here, shall we? All right. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add a little bit of chili powder to it. Oh yeah. Then I'm gonna add a little bit of garlic powder to it. I don't want much. There we go. Do the same over here to this side. A little bit of chili powder. Garlic powder. All I'm really wanting to do is just kind of lock in some of the juices. I don't have to do this, but people have commented to me a couple times to try it out, so. I've become so used to using the larger stoves that when it comes to using a small stove like this, I can use the height to my advantage and just lower the Coffey Spit. The benefit of using a stove with the Coffey Spit is that I'm constantly getting coals, and I can pull them out like you see here, and I can take my other wood and I can stick it right inside of there and just keep making coals more and more so. Now I've gotten used to using a taller stove or a larger stove, but when I use something like the nano size here, all I have to do is just lower the spit down into a good position, and I'm going to use the residual heat. I put the carbon felt windscreen right over here, just kind of helping keep this flame in this direction and the heat staying in this general area over here. Seems to be working really well. I can really smell the steak. This is a chili garlic, and I'll be using it to make nachos with. Got my teapot on. I'm gonna get a brew going on here, and I'm done feeding the coals over here from the stove, so I went ahead and put my pot on. And now I'm just letting these coals, and I'm throwing in wood. Like, I'll grab something like this here, throw on the coals, and it'll catch, and it gives me just enough heat to finish cooking that steak. That steak's almost done, so that's really good. Now I do have to budge this out of the way a little bit because I have the steak so close, but it's really not a big deal. Look at that. Oh, it looks good. My neighbor's mowing again. He must have knew I was gonna make a video and decided to come up and do his property line right there. I've given the meat a little bit of time to rest over here. So let's take a look at it, shall we? Look at that. Bring it down closer to the meat. Oh yeah, oh, it's good. That nice firm. Ooh, and it's spicy. I'm gonna be using this meat for our nachos. So let me just show you a little bit here. We'll just, oh man, you see that? Just barely cut through it. Oh yeah. Let me just get a little bite here. It just looks way too good. I don't like to rub my knife across the metal, so just get a little piece. So I'm gonna do is I'm gonna be cutting it. Ooh, and it's spicy. One thing I can say about using the spit is the meat is always so tender. Just barely, I'm just barely touching the knife. So the nachos, I'm gonna take some cheese. Already got this all heated up. Oh yeah. I'm at home, so I cheated. I warmed it up in the microwave. I couldn't have done it on the stove, but I could play all day with the stoves. I've got our refried beans that we've mixed some hot sauce into it, or some salsa into them, the way we like it. Sorry about that noise, I know it's aggravating. Some chopped onion. A little bit of lettuce. Got to have some green on there. And then our steak. Let me eat that. Now the steak looks a lot redder than it really is, but I have a lot of chili powder in there and it really soaked into it. The steak is actually probably close to a medium. We prefer rare or medium rare, but it's really good. So this is just a quick, you know, I think I was out here maybe a total of 35 minutes. Make some nachos up while I'm just kind of doing some stuff. Let the spit do its work. Get the cup of tea going on. So, all right, everyone. Well, thanks for coming along with me, checking out, whatever it is that you do. Taking a peek at the Coffey Spit with the Firebox X case in action. All right, take care.